not easy being me.
Taking things that people are giving you that you don't even know what the fuck they are.
I overdosed and almost died. If I would have got to the hospital 2 hours later, that would have been it.
You gotta make a decision. Like, what do you want to do with your life? My childhood certainly wasn't the greatest.
I would change schools 2-3 times a year, and that was probably the roughest part.
Being bounced around from school to school to school to school to school, from state to state, from back and forth to Kansas City to back to Detroit, you know what I mean? Living with my grandmother, you know, my mother never had a job. I hate to say that, you know, but that shit affected me, you know what I mean?
What are you gonna do? Lily's out there by herself right now. Why do you gotta be like this? What did we ever do to you?
We got beat up coming home from school.
Beat up in the bathroom, beat up in the hallways, shoved in the lockers, you know, just for the most part, man, you know, just being the new kid.
I went through a lot of that shit too, growing up as a kid, and just feeling like I wasn't good enough for anything, like whatever I did, I just wasn't good enough. I certainly didn't have an education, you know. I failed 9th grade 3 times, dropped out of school. I was a short order cook. I mean, I worked a lot of different jobs, cooking and factory jobs and things like that, and I saw rap as an opportunity, as my way out. I just loved hip hop growing up as a kid. I just, you know, it was like it spoke to me more than any other music I had ever heard before, you know. I'd listen to songs on the radio or whatever my mom was listening to in the car, but once hip hop came along, I just felt like, man, this is like, I don't know, I just was all in. I had to keep practicing and practicing and practicing. I gave it up for a little while, then I started again back when I was like 15 and started being able to kind of put songs together. Once I found out I was decent at something, I just kind of focused and just, you know, went for it.
I finally found something that, yeah, this kid over here, you know, he may have more chicks, like he may have better clothes or whatever, but he can't do this like me. You know what I mean? He can't write what I'm writing right now. And it started to feel like, you know, maybe Marshall's getting a little respect.
I was afraid early on, like 15, 16 years old, I was afraid that to go into any clubs or anything like that to say my raps because I felt like I wasn't good enough yet. So I had to get to a certain spot. And then I was trying to I was just making songs. And one day I got a call from my boy Proof, and he was like, yo, you need to come up to the hip hop shop. And I was like, what is the hip hop shop? And he's like, yo, just come to the hip hop shop, write something, come up here. I was like, what the fuck? He was like, yo, I'll clear everybody out. I'll have like 10 people, right? And you rap in front of them. And if they don't like you, you know, they're gonna tell you they don't like you.
That's why you acting differently. You ain't got no style, plus you act deliberately. Not to brag, I don't mean to boast. Look, my face is pale, but you look like you seen the ghost.
So I went there, I said the rap. I got some people jumping around and shit, and I was like, okay, this might be it for me. And then that's when we start having battles at the hip hop shop.
Hey, yo. This guy raps like his parents jerked him. He sounds like Eric Sermon, the generic version. This whole crowd looks suspicious. It's all dudes in here, except for these bitches.
I would have written lines, I would have punchlines, you know, that I'd be prepared to say at any time, and I would kind of figure out, kind of on the spot, like what punchlines I would pick and choose for this person that was in my face, but also be able to mix freestyle in with it. That would be the basic formula I would follow, is have my punchlines ready to go, you know, but also be able to say something spontaneous too.
I want to be able to have all these words at my disposal, in my vocabulary, at all times, whenever I need to pull them out. I actually drive myself insane with it. What was cool about it was you could rip somebody from head to toe, like literally say whatever you wanted, and they say whatever they want back to you. And if you lost, you lost, and you shake hands, and that's it. It's like, you know, it's like boxing. It's like boxing in the ring. Boxers, they want to kill each other. They want to throw that knockout blow and plaster somebody's nose all over their face. And then when they're done, they walk up, they shake hands, they hug, you know. That's the sport of hip hop, and especially in '95, that's how it was.
Every time there was a hip hop summit, if it was in Detroit, if it was in Miami, if it was in Cincinnati, you know, get in the car with my friends, just drive down there and just try to get anybody to just listen to our demo.
There was cassette tapes everywhere. And I remember him picking up this cassette tape. He pops this in. And I was like, what the fuck and who the fuck is that? Rewind that, play that again.
Ha 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 ha, alright, bust it. Ha 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 ha. 1, 2, ha 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 ha. Alright, look. I'ma tell you this for your own benefit. Your shit was dope as hell, especially when you wrote 90% of it. What you need to do is practice on your freestyles, before you come up missing like Snoop Dogg's police files.
Stop. Shit's hot.
And I get the call and I'm like, oh shit, you know, this is about to happen. Fast forward to, holy shit, I'm in the Interscope office. Holy shit, Dr. Dre just walked in. Holy shit, I just shit myself.
I'm like, man, listen, I think this shit is fucking incredible and I would love to work with you. But I didn't know how many racists I had around me. Everybody around me, the so-called execs and what have you, were all against it. My general manager had this 8x10 picture and was like, Dre, this boy's got blue eyes. What are we doing?
We weren't looking for a white controversial rapper. We were looking for great.
And I'm back in Detroit now, fucked. I just got evicted from my house with nowhere really to live. I remember just thinking, this is probably not gonna happen for me.
Fuck it, I'm throwing the dice. I'm betting all the marbles on Eminem.
I knew he was taking a risk, but I just didn't know how much internal shit he was fighting. You know, I owe him my life for that.
And the winner is Eminem, My Name Is.
I want to thank Dr. Dre. I want to also thank everybody at Interscope Records for making this possible. All the fans that made Slim Shady possible, you know? All right? Peace. Thank you.
Drugs is the best thing about touring. You know, it may seem to the public eye that my life is kind of balanced now, and I've maintained a sort of sanity. If you only knew. It's not easy being me. Is it hard? My gig is hard. A lot. Which doesn't really make a difference.
I gave up Mountain Dew for this beer. Hey, bro.
What the fuck?
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Taking things that people are giving you that you don't even know what the fuck they are. They look like a pill, and they're shaped like something that you take, so you take it. Do you have a problem or do you not have a problem? Can you control it or can you not? And I literally thought I could control it. I overdosed and almost died. If I would have got to the hospital 2 hours later, that would have been it. Because my organs, everything, my kidneys, everything were failing. Everything was shutting down. But then I went through a really rough period after I came home from rehab, and I lost my best friend. And everything from that point on is just like, fuck it. You know, you just, it kind of was an excuse in my head for me to use more, to take more, because this just happened, so it's okay to take this much. And then your tolerance gets so high that, you know, you end up overdosing, you know what I mean? And then everything from that moment, it just, you know, you gotta make a decision, like, what do you want to do with your life? I was trying to figure out where I was going.
You know what I mean? Like where I was going in my personal life and career-wise and everything, like what I was gonna do.
Did you have your doubts? Yeah, I definitely had my doubts. I mean, I went through 3 or 4 years of having my doubts. Like if I, there was a point in time where I didn't know if I had it at all anymore. I had a pretty bad case of writer's block. I would try to put my thoughts down on paper and it just wasn't the same. It just felt like it was kind of gone. And by getting sober and, my mind clearing up, and just me being able to think again and function normally again, everything just kind of felt like it was coming back, I almost feel like I'm reintroducing myself to the world, this is, I got a second wind. It's kind of what I feel like right now, refreshed.
Everybody in here tonight who is an Eminem fan, man, I just want to take a minute out to say thank you for the support that y'all have shown me and for not giving up on me on some real shit. Thank you, man. Especially you, Detroit. I love you. This song is for you.
Ten years ago, could you have imagined yourself rapping something like that?
Probably not. If I can help people that have been through a similar situation, then, why not?
I never heard anything like, really positive about, this kid can rap. It was always something dealing with the lyrical content or dealing with me being white,
I am white, and this is predominantly black music, and people telling me you don't belong, like you're not gonna succeed because you're this color, then you wanna show those people that, that you can and you will.
I wasn't good enough for anything, like whatever I did, I just wasn't good enough. I saw rap as an opportunity, as my way out. Once I found out I was decent at something, I just kind of focused and just, went for it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to induct my friend Eminem into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Anybody can do anything and set their mind to. If you really want to do it, it depends on how bad you want it, and I wanted to do it.
This shit is crazy to me. I realize what an honor it is right now for me to be up here tonight and what a privilege it is to do the music that I love and the music that basically saved my life. The man who saved my life, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Motherfucking Dre.
Everyone was telling him, don't fuck with him.
Everybody around me, the so-called execs and what have you, were all against it. My general manager had this 8x10 picture and was like, Dre, this boy's got blue eyes. What are we doing?
We weren't looking for a white controversial rapper. We were looking for great.
He's my friend. He's really my friend. He's pretending, but that's my friend.
Probably not supposed to actually be here tonight because of a couple of reasons. One, I know that I'm a rapper, and this is the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Secondly, I almost died from an overdose in 2007.
If I would have got to the hospital 2 hours later, that would have been it. Because my organs, everything, my kidneys, everything were failing. Everything was shutting down.
Which kind of sucked because, Haley, plug your ears. Because drugs were fucking delicious. And I thought we had a good thing going, man, but I'm like, I had to go and fuck it all up and take too many. God damn.
I'm a father first, before anything. I'm a father before I'm a rapper. So, my daughter comes first no matter what. And if there's important things going on in her life that I need to be there for, then I'll drop what I'm doing.
So when I think about my accomplishments, like that's probably the thing I'm the most proud of, is being able to raise kids.
Loving my soul? Yeah, of course I do. I got love for my daughter. I got love for my music.
My musical influences are many, and they say it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it took a whole genre and culture to raise me. They say success has many fathers, and that's definitely true for me. So whatever my impact has been on hip-hop music, I never would have or could have done this shit without groundbreaking artists, and these are my teachers. And it's their night just as much as it is mine. So thank you.